Hi, my name is Danielle Steinhauser. I'm part of the planning team. In this presentation, we're going to take a closer look at goal number 3, economic prosperity and resilience. The vision is that Newport's economy will be a balance of vibrant retail districts with lively music venues for local and regional visitors, and office and commercial areas that are home to contemporary jobs that provide a living wage for residents and a solid tax base for the community. We'll achieve this vision by focusing on these core objectives: maintain and strengthen attractive and vibrant business districts, encourage business growth and maintain diverse businesses, promote workforce opportunities and support services, foster collaboration with others in the region, facilitate real estate development that maximizes public benefit, and promote local businesses' use of technology to improve marketing and operations. Newport's location is one of its key assets. Strategically located across the Ohio River from Cincinnati, and the riverfront is a regional destination with Newport on the Levee, the Newport Aquarium, and different festivals bringing tens of thousands of people to the riverfront and the city every year. So moving forward, we want to leverage Newport's strategic location to continue to attract and retain businesses to ensure a strong local economy. Business districts are another of Newport's assets. The historic Central Business District along Monmouth and York Streets, the historic architecture, the wonderful independent businesses, the levee, retail options on South US 27, the commercial area along Route 9. Each of these districts has its own personality, its own characteristics, and each offers different opportunities. Local businesses are another of Newport's key assets. In a recent survey, we asked, what do people love most about Newport? 39% of respondents said the local shops and restaurants. Also notice too, though, that 71% said that location is one of the things that they love most about Newport. This slide shows land use. You'll see at the bottom of the map, there is a key that shows the different colors, and those colors represent different segments of land use within the city. What that boils down to is about 14% of the city is used for office, retail, and entertainment uses, and about 4% is given over to general commercial. What I also want you to know, notice is the vacant hillside and the vacant designations. It's important to differentiate between those two because hillsides are very difficult to develop, and when you take those out, there's very little vacant land left in Newport. So redevelopment, such as the Ovation Project located on the former Housing Authority site, redevelopment represents some significant opportunities for Newport moving forward. Job growth is super important, not the least of which is that payroll taxes make up the largest category of revenue for the city. There have been, in the recent past, some very positive indicators. In 2017, there were approximately 7,636 jobs in Newport from a diverse range of businesses. And the city has seen both business and job growth over the last few years. In 2018 alone, the city had a net increase of 40 new companies and 124 net new jobs. This slide shows the different segments of jobs within the city. Accommodations and food services provide the highest percentage of jobs in Newport at 22%. Retail and healthcare have been in the number 2 and number 3 slots for the past 6 years. While businesses and jobs can fluctuate, the largest percentage of businesses in Newport has been retailers at 17%. Those retailers provide 14% of all the jobs in the city, followed closely by food service and drinking places, which represent 13% of all the businesses in Newport. Those 13% of the businesses provide 22% of all jobs in the city. That's important to know because not all the jobs in Newport have the same earning potential. This slide, you'll see the light blue represents the percentage of businesses within that segment that they occupy in Newport, and the dark blue represents the earning potential. So it's important that Newport have a very well-planned economic development strategy for the future so that residents can prosper and be resilient to economic challenges like the one that we're in right now. Hospitality, you'll see, is the top industry or top number of jobs in Newport, but it has the lowest average annual wage. Retail's not far behind. It has the fourth lowest annual average wage. There are always areas for improvement. In a local survey, we asked what was the most important consideration for future economic development. 59% of respondents said to strengthen the Monmouth Street Business District was the most important thing that we could do. When asked what the most important focus area for future land development, 48% of respondents said to continue to develop the riverfront. So clearly downtown and the riverfront are key areas for us to focus on. Speaking of areas to focus, it's been very clear from input that we've received so far that there are certain places that are emerging as focus areas. One of those being the riverfront, as we talked about on the last slide. Riverfront is one of the key ingredients to Newport's identity, both locally and within the region. Most people think of Newport on the Levee and the Ovation site on the Ohio River, but Newport is also home to the Licking River. These riverfronts are very different, and each has the potential to contribute to the long-term economic success of the community. Downtown is another focus area. Monmouth Street is the centerpiece of downtown Newport, but we can also pay attention to York Street and all the streets that connect those two commercial spines. There's been some sentiment, some discussion about intentionally reincorporating the Main Street methodology into the revitalization strategy. This is something that can be applied to the entire downtown area, and it's not new to Newport. This is a program that Newport has some experience with. Additional focus areas along Route 9, concentrating new business development there. But the discussion has also been very careful to point out that new and existing uses should be clean and compatible with nearby homes. The Pavilion Shopping Center, there's been a lot of discussion about that and what opportunities could be there. The US 27 corridor discussion has talked about a mix of uses there, including restaurant and entertainment venues. But the consideration has been towards keeping it a walkable environment, potentially even offering some additional housing options. So with all of these things being based on the input that we've heard to date, now we want to hear from you. What kinds of training and support does Newport's workforce need to contribute to a prosperous and resilient future? What can Newport improve to achieve a strong and resilient economy? What did we miss? What do you think needs to happen to make Newport strong and resilient into the future? We invite you to take the survey on the main page. This presentation is available for download if you'd like to for future reference. We thank you for your time, and we look forward to seeing your responses.